Hello again. Since I've seen that some of you requested more information on grammar, in this video I'm going to make a very basic review of some aspects of Yakut grammar. It may seem a little random, but I still hope that you will find it useful to have a better understanding of Yakut grammar. And since many of my viewers are speakers of other Turkic languages, I'm going to use Kazakh and Turkish translations for some words, sentences, and examples. So let's start. Like other Turkic languages, Yakut is agglutinative. That means grammatical relations are indicated by the addition of suffixes to stems. Let's take a look at this word on the screen. Attaq tarbıtınagar, comparing to our horseman, which is composed of the following elements. At, horse. Attaq, horseman. Tar indicates plural, but means ours. Ağır, comparing to. And words of this length are pretty common in Yakut. And like many Altaic languages, Yakut has a basic SOV word order, which nevertheless can be changed to highlight a certain topic. Let's take this simple sentence. For example, Min magahınga bardım, where min is a subject I, magahınga to shop, object, bardım is a verb, went. And this kind of word order is typical for other Altaic languages like Kazakh, Japanese, Mongolian. Nouns have no gender, they have plural and singular forms. The plural is formed with the suffix lar, which may surface as dar, ter, nör, dor, etc. depending on the preceding consonants and vowels. For example, oğo, child, oğolor, children. Bay, baytar. Kobah, kobahtar. If the subject has the plural form, the predicate takes that form as well. Oğo suruyar, a child is writing. Oğolor suruyallar, children are writing. This is different from other Turkic languages, where in this case the verb doesn't change. For example, oğo suruyar in Kazakh, bala жазып тур. Oğolor suruyallar, balalar жазып тур. So when I was studying Kazakh, this part was quite confusing for me. And the same rule applies for adjectives. Oğoh ulahan, the oven is big. Peş ülken, fırın büyük. Oğohtor ulahanlar, the ovens are big. Peşter ülken, fırınlar büyük. Personal pronouns in Yakut distinguish between first, second, and third persons with singular and plural number. First person, min, bihigi. Second, en, ehigi. Third, kini, kiniler, ol, olur. The third person singular pronouns do not distinguish gender. So kini means refers to he and she, like in other Turkic languages, ol, al, ol, etc. By the way, in Yakut there is no equivalent of the honorific pronoun siz, which exists in other Turkic languages. Usually native speakers use ehigi when they want to emphasize respect to a person whom they are speaking to, but some say it's acceptable to use en, this one, when addressing anyone, regardless of their age, status, and so on. And I think it's up to a speaker, but personally I find it a little strange and even inappropriate to address seniors, your boss, or head of the republic with en. Reflexive pronouns are formed with beye plus possessive suffixes. Beyem, myself, beyete, himself, beyen, yourself. So this beye corresponds to öz in some other Turkic languages. Beyen bil, do as you wish, özün bil. Kiniler, beye beyeleri gir, kömörühüller, they help each other, onlar birbirine kömektesidir. Birbirlerine yardım ederler. The possessive form is widely used in Yakut. It is often strengthened by a personal pronoun standing in front of the noun that is in the possessive form. Unlike other Turkic languages, in Yakut the possessive pronoun doesn't change. Min ağam, my father. But in Kazakh, meaning akem, in Turkish, benim babam. So in Kazakh and Turkish, the personal pronoun I, men, ben, changes to meaning benim, my. But such change doesn't occur in Yakut. En ebeng, your grandmother. Kini oğoto, his, her child. But possessive pronouns can change in sentences like this book is mine. Bu knjige mine. Bu kitap meniki. These possessive pronouns are formed with personal pronouns plus the possessive suffix. Mine, mine, eyene, yours, kinyene, his, hers, bihene, ours, ehene, yours, plural, kinyenere, theirs. So to sum up, his book, kini, kinigete, but this book is his will be bu kinige, kinyene. Now let's review the pronouns one more time. Let's take the word ebe, grandmother. My grandmother, min ebem, ebem. Your grandmother, ebeng. His, ebete. Our, ebebit. Your, eberit. Their, ebelere. And now let's proceed to cases, which is another complicated part of the grammar, even for me, a native speaker. So there are 8 cases in Yakut. Cases are marked by suffixes, which are subject to sound harmony, because Yakut is an example of a language with a strict vowel harmony rule. Plurals are made by adding the suffix lar before the case marker. Let's try to decline the noun eye, which means peace. Nominative eye, accusative eyeni. For example, what do we want? We want peace. Eyeni bagarabut. Partitive of what? Eyete. Dative to what? Eyere, to peace. Ablative from what? Eyetten, from peace. Instrumental by what? Eyenen, by peace. Commutative with what? Eyelin, with peace. And the last one, comparative. Eyeterer, comparing to peace. Now let's see some interrogative pronouns. Kim, who. Toch, what. Haya, which. Other question words are haydach, how. Hanna, where. Hahan, when. Has, how much. Hannig, which. Togo, why. The predicate of an interrogative sentence very often takes a special affix. Bukimi, who is it? Bulkim, bukim. Tohbari, what's there? Nebar, nevar. Kim turari, who's standing? Kim turadı, kim duruyor. So if you will ask someone bukim, like in Turkish, meaning who is this, the sentence will seem incomplete. And the right way to ask will be bukimi. So you need to add this e or I. Or if you want to change to what is this, then butugui. For yes no questions, the particles do or do are used. Bugün üleligin do. Do you work today? This particle do equals to similar particles in other Turkic languages and can be compared to the Chinese particle ma. In informal speech, many native speakers will use da as a question particle. Bugün üleligin da. So that's also acceptable. Indefinite pronouns are formed with the particles ere or eme plus the interrogative pronoun. For example, kimere, somebody. Kim eme, somebody, anybody. Kimere anı tonsuyar. Somebody is knocking on the door. Other indefinite pronouns are hahanere, sometime, hantenere, from somewhere, tuhere, something, hahan eme, anytime, Хайдах эме, anyway, кимда, no one, туохта, nothing, ханнада, nowhere, хайдахта, no way. Let's see some sentences here. Джега кимда суох. There's no one at home. Тахырджа туғаре, туғ эре тыгыр. There's noise in the street. Хахан эре манна келбиттахпен. I was here once. And finally, a little information on verbs, specifically about the root and the imperative form. So the root of the verb is the imperative form of the second person singular. Tur, stand, olur, sit, kör, look, bar, go. The negative form of the imperative verb is formed by means of an affix added to the stem. Tur, turuma, stand, don't stand, olur, oluruma, sit, don't sit, kör, körüme, look, don't look, bar, barıma, go, don't go. And I've added the Japanese here because the negative imperative there is also formed in a similar way. Thank you again for your attention. Hopefully there will be more videos on grammar. And if you have any questions, you can leave them at the comment section.